Snow White is really, a lot of the fairy tales, especially these types of fairy tales, they are about transition, right? So they're really about a child becoming an adult. And so in the story of Snow White, it's a girl. And so it's like there is a kind of coming of age aspect to it. There is, and this is funny because a lot of the Christians, they don't like the fact that the secular people have told them there's a sexual element to the story. And the truth is there is, but it's not just a sexual story, but there is an aspect of it which has to do with sexual maturation, which has to do with finding your place in the world, and just in general, kind of going through chaos and finding your own identity, right? That basic story trope of you're somewhere, you kind of fall into a kind of confusion and chaos, and then you find your way out and you're in a better place. And that's what happens during teenage years, by the way. And so the story of Snow White is about that for a girl. It's like a young girl who is innocent and beautiful. As she starts to change, she now at first faces all the negative consequences of that. Jealousy from the other women, all these men that are kind of like a caricature of men, that there are these little men, dwarfs. That are like just dopey and sneezy or whatever, that they can't be my mate. So they're kind of disgusting, right? These men that, and I have to work and I have to clean the house and I have to serve these men that aren't, and I don't know what it is. And I've just gone through this kind of chaos where, I'm thrown into this world where everything is changing. And then the story of Snow White is about that imaged as a kind of death. It is related in some extent to a young girl kind of reaching the age where she starts her menstrual cycle. And then she finds out what it's all about. Like, what is this change for? What is happening? And then she meets the prince. That's what it's for. That's what this whole change was for. Like, you're a little girl, you become a woman, and then you realize it's not just pain and it's not just annoyance. There's something beautiful and powerful that can come out of it. And that's why it ends with a wedding. That's why it ends with like finding the prince. The idea of finding the prince isn't like a ridiculous kind of dream of a little girl. It's like, that's how you make people. That's how society continues. So you don't help children.
I have to tell you.
It's so obvious, isn't it?